ladies and gentlemen, and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're in Miami, Florida. We're going to be doing a neighborhood called Opa-Locka. We're going to be doing a driving tour of the area, take a look at the environment, see what the atmosphere is like. We are currently passing Carango Enterprises truck sales on my left and All Parts International on my right. This looks like a little industrial area with some junkyards. Looks like they sell pretty much used auto parts. We got Trademark Metals Recycling on my right hand side. We got Dealer Yard Miami. It looks like they got some used cars there. We got North Park High School on my right. There was 3 kids inside North Park High School's, I guess, schoolyard. Passing Alexandria Drive. We're on 135th Street. Let's make this left-hand turn here. We're on Sesame Street. Go figure, huh? We just turned off of 135th and Sesame Street. So right now we're just gonna start doing a little zigzag through the area. We are passing Atlantic Ave. There's like a waterway on my left and on my right. I'm traveling about 9 miles an hour. We got Manifest Church on my left hand side. I'm gonna make this right hand turn on Superior Street. Make this right on Superior Street. And I see some trash, I see some debris. I also see some beautiful palm trees. I see homes with fenced in yards, driveways, street side mailboxes. Me at any time, if you see something that I don't notice, feel free to point it out for the viewers. Huge lawns. Speaking of lawns, there's looks to be a lawnmower right there in the back of that pickup truck. You see it on the trailer? I love the plants. Colorful houses. Pink, purple on my left. Right now we are at Aladdin Street. Wow, Aladdin. Remember that cartoon? How many people watched the cartoon growing up? I used to watch that when I was a kid. We're on Aladdin and Superior Street. We're on the 800 block of Superior. So it looks like some people fenced in their property, as well as allowing some greenery to stay out front of the fence line, outside of the property line. This house over here is pretty cool. I'm gonna bust a reverse real quick, just so y'all can see it. Address is 825 Superior. See how you got like the little private fence and everything? See that? It's like a 6-foot fence. I would call it a vanity fence for privacy and all that, but
with a palm tree in front of their house too.
Oh, that was nice, right? I overlooked that beautiful palm tree that was out front, but that house looked pretty cool. I'm assuming most of the structural foundation is made of cinder block, and then they like top it off with like maybe bricks on the outside, some stucco, some cement work. Cause I see a lot of stucco homes. We got Miami-Dade County delivering, what are they delivering? Excellence every day. That was a vehicle on my right. We're at Superior Street and what is this? Perviz Ave. Superior and Perviz. Alright, let's go up another block or two. Then we'll start working our way left. It looks like on the map the bulk of the city is on the left hand side. This is a 2-lane street, and there is actually a line in the middle of the street that separates both halves. I emphasize that because sometimes it'll be a 2-way street in some cities and there's no line separating. At least this is wide enough for 2 cars to fit. We got a Halloween decoration on my right hand side of the baby blue house. This gray house on the left. Got some heavy stucco work. The Rogers. Somebody on my left hand side had a display out front basically embedded on the front of their house, on the wall of their house, that said the Rogers. We're passing Sinbad Ave. We're on Superior and Sinbad. Who's ever seen the movie Sinbad? Remember Sinbad? Wow, they had Sinbad, they had Aladdin. Around the corner there's an Alibaba. We got a young gentleman right here taking a walk with some sweatpants, some sneaks, tank top, and it looks like a cap, ball cap, some dreads. The weather today is 89 degrees. There's a basketball court on the yard on my left hand side. We're traveling like 10 miles an hour. How many of you guys like wearing sweatpants on a hot day? To be completely honest, I cannot wear sweatpants on a hot day. I don't like it. Let me make this right on Medina Street. Just want to see what's back here. We're about to start working our way left because Dad's going to shoot us left. But I'm curious as to what's back here. We just turned on Medina. It looks like we're passing an alley on my right hand side. And we are now approaching Atlantic Ave. So let's make this right on Atlantic Ave. Right in front of us, that drop down, you see there's grass in front of us. On my left is a no outlet. That drop down right there is the waterway that I mentioned earlier. What if they got any alligators back there? Or if that's just the sewage. It might just be the sewage system. Oh, we got a Beamer, we got a Benz. What's this? A Charger, a Scat Pack. Scat Pack's a special edition trim. Wow, that's a big iguana. Woo! That's an iguana right there, baby. Look at that iguana right there next to the tree. He's green. I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all definitely not gonna be able to see it. But I got Omi in the background. She's trying to capture some behind the scenes. He's moving his head. If you pay close attention, right there to the grass. Right there, you'll see him. He's right there. He's blending in because he's green.
He's blending.
Let me see if I can see him right there. There's an iguana right there in front of us. I'm trying to point it out for her, guys. She's at loss. Like, I'm gonna capture the shot because she doesn't see it and I'm the one that sees it. He's moving his head. You don't see him moving his head? Right there. He's right there in front of you. He's green. He's right in front of the wrapper. He's huge.
Ah, I see it. Okay.
He's huge. Here, then record him. We're trying to capture some behind the scenes, and that's an iguana, guys. That's cool. I really wanted to see an iguana before I left Florida. And I was wondering, like, where were the iguanas? Because we saw a lot of animals, saw a lot of other different lizards.
Hey, buddy.
You see him? He's pretty big, right? He's like 9 inches, 8, 9, maybe almost. Yeah, look at him. He's healthy. You have to go to the pet shop, and you got to buy those normally. The small ones are normally like anywhere from, oh snap, there's a bunch of ducks on my left. And another iguana. Oh, there's more iguanas. Let me find out that Opa-Locka got iguanas out here on deck. So iguanas normally, like the baby iguanas, they're like, I don't know, back in the day they were like $11.99, $15.99 at the pet shop. You might get like an adult iguana in the $20 range. We got an older gentleman right here pedaling his bicycle, cooling. He's on a beach cruiser. His bicycle seat reads cheeks. I guess that's where he places his cheeks at, huh? That was cool though. There was 2 of them. There was one on my left and one on my right. To my knowledge, a few years ago, I believe that, should we go down a little further? I think we should. Yeah, let's go down a little further. Let's go down the next block and then make a right and then cross over to that other side on our right hand side. Oh, there's a dog over here. Is this a stray dog? Oh man, I'm gonna make a right here just in spirit of this dog over here. There's a dog right here on my left hand side. How you doing? Wow, somebody's dog escaped. They had a collar, guys. They had a collar, so it probably just escaped from their yard. We got an angry driver in front of us. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn because I really wanted to go up another block, and then we'll make a right-hand turn because I want to cross over. Yeah, somebody's dog escaped. That's messed up. so I believe we already drove through this block. This is Superior Street. So we're gonna take this up. We're just traveling the opposite way. We're gonna take this up to the corner and then make a right-hand turn right here on Perviz Ave. Let's turn right on Perviz Ave. We got a taxi on my right-hand side, parked in the driveway. Approaching West Drive, I see a beautiful mural and I see a Beetle punch buggy. Yeah, punch buggy, no punch back. Sock whoever next to you. Your mother, your brother, your father, your sister, your niece, your nephew. Knock on your neighbor's door and sock them. We're on West Drive and Perviz Ave. Check out that mural. I see what looks like white doves. I see an older woman. I see a painting of Barack. I see some elephants. I see what looks to be like a choir with prayer hands. I believe her name was Miss Gussie. It says Gussie. I believe that's Gussie, right? Gussie. And it says Delta Deer. So I guess she was probably well known in the neighborhood and they embodied her memory on the wall with a mural. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. Gorgeous palm trees on my right-hand side. The sidewalk right here is made out of bricks. It's not cement, but it's bricks. Alright, so we're gonna cross over to Rutland. We could go right. This is Opa-Locka Boulevard. Right here, we're in the Opa-Locka neighborhood. This street passing left or right from us is Opa-Locka Boulevard. So what we're gonna do is, I don't wanna go to Opa-Locka Boulevard. I wanna go straight. I'm gonna try to cross over. At least not yet. We're on Rutland and Opa-Locka Boulevard. We're crossing over. Jugos naturales. That's what the wall said. I noticed there's a lot of people selling fruits around here. A lot of vendors selling juices and things of that nature. Because they grow a lot of that stuff here. This is the place, the perfect climate for that stuff to grow. Alright, we're on Sinbad Ave. I'm gonna slow down here. There's another vehicle. I'm gonna allow that vehicle to go. Go ahead, you're more than welcome to go. You guys are the residents. As you can see, everybody got their cars parked on the street side, but it's on their own grassy front. And now make note that that grassy front it has bare patches because, you know, when you park a car over grass, you're not allowing it to get the proper sun, nutrition, UV, and even water, you know, even though water seeps through the soil, but they're bare. That gentleman right there in the Camry had a Dominican flag. We are at the intersection of Rutland and what's this? Codadad. Codadad. Like dad, Codadad. I don't know how you would say that. Codadad. Wow, this person right here on my left, they went all out with their little front grassy patch. They got two lions. Look at right there on my left hand side with a bunch of beautiful palm trees. Wow, that's amazing. They went in with the little lions. That screams Lion King to me. Alright, we're on Rutland and Ahmad Street. Rutland and Ahmad. Now most of these buildings, they appear to be one story. They have shingles up top. And I'm not sure if they have attics. They don't look like tall one stories. You know, there's different types of one stories. There's one stories with attics. There's one stories without attics. We could keep going straight because, to be honest, Opa-Locka is kind of a big little area. There's also an Opa-Locka City Hall. So I'm wondering if Opa-Locka is its own little city. If anybody's watching that's from the Opa-Locka area that would like to enlighten myself and the viewers about the Opa-Locka area, feel free to share your knowledge, feel free to share your thoughts. your memories, any information you have about the neighborhood in the comment section. Yeah, bro. I had a bunch of older folk on my right hand side, a bunch of viejos, hanging out in the backyard. That block right there reminded me of Puerto Rico. That was like some Puerto Rico stuff, because there was Puerto Rican old heads just chilling in the yard, looking like they had a little table around them. It's a very tropical place, a very warm climate. We're at Burlington Street, Burlington and Ahmad. I will make this left because right looks industrial. So let's go left. We got some houses on the left hand side. On the right hand side, it looks just like a grassy area and it's gated up. What's this, coconuts? What's that on the floor? No, that's not coconuts, is it? Do coconuts grow over here in Florida, guys? I would assume so, but I don't think they're free for the public, huh? If they do grow coconuts, it's probably like in a private farm. Because imagine if everybody's palm tree grew coconuts. Then you can make your own coconut juice, your own cocoa juice. How many of you guys like coconuts? I think I could cross here, right? I think I'm gonna try to cross here. Yeah, let's cross here. This is Iguanas Street. We're on Iguanas, approaching Alibaba Ave. Let's cross over this railroad track. Dada and Alibaba. So we pretty much just crossed over. Remember I told you guys I wanted to cross over. Now it looks like majority of the neighborhood blocks are on this side. Superstone Incorporated, Children's and Families Department, United States Postal Service, Opa-Locka City Hall's on this side. So we can go right, we can go straight, we can go left. I think I'm gonna go left. And then I'm gonna make a right. I'm not gonna make the first right. I'm gonna go a couple blocks up, and then I'm gonna make a right. Okay, let's make this left-hand turn on Alibaba Ave. You guys remember the term Alibaba, right? Well, I saw a lot of dumping over there. There was a bunch of dumping over there. Let me not even just say there was a bunch of dumping over there. I'm gonna show you guys what I saw, because it might not have been obvious because the view of the screen. But right here, it looks like, I don't know if they're doing a clean out. I see a bunch of tree branches and everything, but I also see sofas, I see like pipes, rugs, a bunch of trash and debris. That's something that we would see in Philly, like on the regular. And we would see something like that on the regular, sad enough to say. All right, we're on Fisherman Street, Cody Dodd and Fisherman. I didn't really want to come up here, but that visible nuisance kind of like geared me to this direction, so we're just gonna see what's back here. We got a playground on my right hand side. Looks like a play set for the kids. The play set is gated in, as well as the yard being gated in. And school zone. That might be connected to a school now that I see that this is the end of a school zone. That might be the situation. Alright, so yeah, that might be, what's that, Opa-Locka Elementary School's schoolyard. Okay. And then you got Robert Ingram Elementary also. So let's do this. Let's make this left and go up Alibaba Ave. We have Fisherman and Sinbad. We got a female on the left hand side. She looks like they just loaded up a mattress on top of her roof. Probably gonna move that mattress somewhere. Now I was talking about Alibaba. I don't know how many of y'all know, but Alibaba, to my knowledge, was like one of the first e-commerce websites that allowed like bidding and all of that stuff. There's a banner on my left hand side that's on a pole that reads Yo soy Opa-Locka. So Yo soy is I am, and Opa-Locka is, I guess, the neighborhood, Opa-Locka, or the city. I mean, feel free to correct me on that. To my knowledge, it was one of the hoods that was over here in Miami, but I could be wrong. passing Bauman Ave. We got a little vapor and hookah lounge on my left-hand side and a dry cleaner. We're at Opa-Locka Boulevard, the Honorable Robert B. Ingram, PhD Boulevard. On our right-hand side, we have a health center. It's called Opa-Locka Community Development Corp. On my left-hand side, we got the American Dream Restaurant. It's on my far left, sharp left. You guys aren't even gonna be able to see it. Sharp left. But we will go up another. Let's go up another like 2 or 3 blocks before we make this right. Because if we make this right, we'll be cutting it off too early, too short. So we're passing the 32 bus stop. We're passing Barack Obama Ave, which was originally Perviz Ave, but I guess when you cross over, it changes to Barack Obama Ave. They have an Ave named after him over here. We just passed Aladdin Street, and now we're passing Shahrazad Boulevard. I think I'm gonna make this right here. We got houses on my right hand side. I have a vehicle behind me too, so I had to increase my speed some, and they're turning too, so I'm gonna let them turn by us. We're on Sesame Street. Yeah, I let them turn by us because, you know, I'm trying to drive slowly. When people are behind me, it kind of like makes us have to go faster than I want to go. All right, we're approaching Fisherman Street. You also got the Amazon Mega Warehouse around the corner on my left-hand side. They have a really huge Amazon factory. Now, I don't know how many people are employed in this neighborhood by the Amazon factory, or does the Amazon outsource to other areas of Florida? But we got an Opa-Locka mini mart right here on my right hand side. I didn't point it out because I wasn't paying attention, but check it out. It's a little mini mart.
And they deliver too.
Yep, and they got their own parking slots, which is cool because our little mini marts in the hood and our corner stores, they don't give us a private parking spot just to park at. We got Treble Cafe on my right hand side, comidas y sandwiches. A lot of Spanish influence. We got a Spanish gentleman right here sitting down. He has a Cuban flag, which means that he's Cuban.
There's a lot of Cuban flags that we see in here.
Yup. We got the Dental Med 1 office on my right hand side. As she was saying, along the journey here, we've noticed tons and tons of Cuban flags. Loud and proud, like huge ones. I'm talking about not even the average size flag. Like, we thought it was a parade sometime, you know what I mean, this week. But I don't know, maybe they're just, you know, that proud, you know. We're on Fisherman Street, which is also known as Dr. David Kramer Street. I'm gonna allow that vehicle to go. So this is Shahrazad and Fisherman. We got Kazaa Temple on my right hand side, Prince Hall Shriners.
We got the postal office to the right.
Yup, the United States Post Office to the right hand side. We just passed Aladdin Street. I noticed this pink car. That's the first thing that I noticed from afar. And we got another police car on my right. Fleet Reserve Association Flamingo Branch on my left. We're at Perviz and Fisherman Street. There's a tattoo parlor on my left and a barbershop on my left called Row Cuts Barbershop. Check out this pink police car right here. Opa-Locka, breast cancer. Wow. Breast cancer. That's cool.
Awareness, yeah.
Yeah. That's like inspired to, I guess, support the cause. You know what I mean?
This is the municipal complex.
Is it?
Yeah.
Opa-Locka campus, right?
City of Opa-Locka Municipal Complex.
We're on Opa-Locka Boulevard. So let's go up another. Let's go up to Sinbad because we're gonna end up meeting a dead end on that name gets me. Kodadad. Kodadad. Yeah, we're gonna end up running to a dead end. So what we'll do is we'll just make a left. Once we reach Sinbad. We got Barrett's Famous Fried Turkey on my left. We got another Hispanic gentleman over here on my left eating some food. We got the Humana Healthcare Plans Opa-Locka Medical Center on my right.
David Kramer's the doctor. He's the one posted on one of the streets that we went by.
Yep. So you got a street named after him, right? Let's make this left-hand turn on Sinbad Ave. There goes that schoolyard again. This is just the opposite direction. We're approaching Salih Street. Salih. S-A-L-I-H. Salih Street. We can make a right or we can make a left. I think we're gonna go left. We got a beautiful church right there on the corner. It's a low-level church. It's not one of them high-rise ones. It's called New Generation Baptist Church. We got Bauman Ave. We're on Bauman Ave and Salih. There's a kid running. You see him on my right-hand side? This is New Fellowship Christian Center on my right-hand side. We're gonna go straight. On my left, we have another building. It's called Community Medical Group Specialty Center. I see a lot of community buildings. Okay, I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. And check this out. Wow, right in front of us, we got Opa-Locka City Hall. Wow, that looks... Wow, it looks almost otherworldly. And when it comes to City Hall, I can make a right on Caliph Street, but let me keep going straight. Wow, even down on my left is crazy. All right, so let's go straight. We'll make a right. We'll come down and I'm gonna show you what I saw on my left. But this City Hall, it almost looks like it's from another country almost. The colors, the stylization, and it's not even in the best shape. I see cracks. I see structural foundation, like the paint's faded. On my far left off the screen, y'all can't see, it's the Opa-Locka Regional Service Center. But that building in front of us, and then it's gated like close. Is it even in service? It doesn't look like in service, does it? Wow. On my far right, there's a cold beer spot. But we're gonna make this right because that City Hall got my attention. Wow.
It has new windows. Looks like they're probably rehabilitated.
Yeah, they're probably trying to bring it back to life, right? Alright, let's keep on going straight. We just passed Bauman Ave. I guess you could say Batman instead of Batman. Batman. Alright, we're on Shahrazad Boulevard. We just passed Sinbad. There'll be a car flying by it shortly. We got houses all on my left, houses all on my right. There's a center island, you see, with some trees. I'm gonna make this right because I didn't show y'all Caliph Street. And Caliph also had another beautiful building, or I should say structure on it. We're on Kodadad and Caliph. Houses on my left, houses on my right. Mixed style of parking too, from parallel parking to vertical parking. Well, I guess you can't say vertical; it's not up and down, but like up, you know, all different types. Angle parking, also angle parking. People just park however they want. I guess it's your property, so you can do what you want. We're passing Sinbad Ave. We got Academy School, ASOE of Excellence on our left, which looks boarded up. This building does. The one on my left was boarded up, but the first one looked like it may be in service. I don't know if they downsized. If you guys are wondering what's the time, it's about 4 in the afternoon. So, I'll give you an idea. Look at this structure right here in front of us. Beautiful structure. It looks like it's from another island almost, right?
Yeah.
They got the nice palm tree in the center, and they got the palm trees around it. Check out those two flags. You got an American flag, and what's that white flag with red cross and something in it. I'm not familiar with my flag, so please forgive me if that's a common flag and I don't know it. I know Florida has a lot of Cubans, they have Haitians, they have a lot of other cultures. Alright, so let's make this left-hand turn because we already went right. Make this left-hand turn. That's that city hall on my right-hand side.
It looks like a miniature El Morro, right? Something like that.
What's El Morro?
It's in San Juan.
In San Juan, Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
And what is El Morro? What is its job in Puerto Rico?
It's one of their sightseeing places.
One of
where
the tourist
tourists go.
attractions?
Yeah.
That's in San Juan?
San Juan,
El Morro. So what she was telling us is that their building right there, that Opa-Locka City Hall, it looks similar to, or it shows remnants of El Morro. I think I seen that when I went and shot that music video in PR. We're at Baghdad Ave. Wow, they have a Baghdad Ave. I wonder how people felt living on Baghdad Ave when that stuff was going over in Baghdad, right?
yeah. Yeah, big giant hair pick, right?
Oh wow, good eye. Let's make this left, and she noticed a gigantic hair pick. So we're gonna come over and we're gonna admire this hair pick briefly. Okay, I'm gonna maneuver the car so y'all can see the hair pick. Literally, there's a giant hair pick right here on David Grant Street with the raised fist. You see it right there? I don't know if you guys can make it out, but it's right there in the middle of the grass. It's a giant pick. It's probably, I'm not standing next to it, but it looks like it could be 4 or 5 feet tall. See it right there? 6 feet tall, maybe? It's in an angle. It's picked into the ground. If you've ever had an afro, which, you know, I got long hair, so I let my hair grow a couple occasions when I was younger, and I cut it and I let it grow again and cut it again, whatever. So when you start growing your hair, we're on Aladdin this way, behind us is Cliff. When you start growing your hair, you need a pick to like pick it out, you know, to get the afro puff. And that raised fist, I believe it represents like power to the people. So I don't know if there's some esoteric meaning there by putting the pick in this neighborhood, pointed down, you know what I mean? Like stuck into the grass, but that's pretty interesting. Good eye. All right, we're on Sesame Street. Once again, Sesame Street. Aladdin and Sesame Street. Which you liked the better, Aladdin or Sesame Street? I watched both growing up, but I think I'm gonna have to go for Aladdin. To be honest, I ain't ever seen the one with Will Smith, the movie, the real life version. I didn't want to because I thought it was gonna be like cheesy. Like I don't know. That's just my personal opinion, and I'm a Will Smith, you know, fan. But we're at Sesame Street. Sesame Street. I'll get a kick out of it. Sesame Street and Better Street. Beater. It might be Beater. Yeah, I didn't really want to watch the new Aladdin. I still haven't watched it yet. When they painted Will Smith, what did they paint him? Blue, right? Was he painted blue?
So.
I think he was painted blue.
The genie?
Yeah. Because I grew up watching like the cartoon, and I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. You know, I don't know. I felt like with the technology that they have nowadays, they should have made the genie animated, and they could have kept, if they wanted to keep the real people, the real life people, like, I don't know, I haven't seen it, so for all I know, they're like, Toon, but he is partially animated. I don't know, but yeah, I think they should have kept the genie animated and left the people, the characters, like Aladdin and his princess and all that, they could have been
Jasmine.
There you go, Jasmine. They could have been real people. All right, so let's make this left. We got Sherbandi Park on my right, but let's go left. Let's go left. Let's do a couple little zigzags around here. We're just taking a look at the environment, guys. This is our first time here. We don't know what to expect. There's a cool cat. Check out this cat from Opa-Locka on my right-hand side. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Two of them.
Wow. I told him to subscribe. I told him to turn on the notification bell. I told him to please hit that pause up button. I mean that thumbs up button. I like cats, guys. All right, we're on Doonad and Beater. Doonad and Beater. Let me spell it for y'all. B-E-D-E-R. It looks like bed. The root word is bed, like what you sleep on with an ER ending. Better. But you could say B because the root word is actually B. Like I be chilling. I be hungry. I be sleepy. So it could be Beater. So I don't know. Check out this RV in front of us. It's a Class A. Itasca. Looks like an older model, like a 90s, early 90s model maybe, mid 90s. Looks nice. Little faded, but hey, it'll get you across country. We know that from experience. All right. So we're passing Aladdin Street. We got an older gentleman right here walking around with trash can, Miami-Dade County trash can. Look like he, was he dumping stuff there? Maybe. I noticed I've been seeing a lot of Hispanic gentlemen, a lot of Hispanic folk, with the exception of like one or two young African American lads, or they could be Haitian for all I know, because the Haitian brothers, I shot music videos for some Haitians, and they dark, you know, they dark caramel, like real nice dark skin, nice dark complexion. So for all I know, the young brothers that I thought that we passed by, they could have been African American, they could be Haitian for real, or they could be Cuban, because Cubans are dark too. Dominicans are dark too. There's some Dominicans that are really dark skinned, and then you hear them talk Spanish, and you're like, oh, my bad. We're on Sabur Lane, Doonad and Sabur Lane. We had a little kid ride by us on a bicycle, as y'all can see. These houses right here look like apartments, because you got building 250, apartments 37 through 42, and so on. So these are little apartment units. As you guys can see, there's multiple parking spots in front of the units. There's multiple doors. Maybe that child, yeah, I think they live in one of those units. Yeah, there's a couple kids out there in their yard. I think that was a female that was on a bicycle, and she rode over there to some young boys. They were all probably friends or something, siblings maybe. We're on Fisherman and Doonad Ave. I'm gonna make this right. We got Amazon right here in front of us. Remember I was telling y'all earlier that there's an Amazon warehouse, a really large factory. This is it right here in front of us. So we're gonna go straight, and then we'll make a right on, what's that? Douglas, I believe. Douglas Road, which is also Northwest 42nd Ave through Northwest 37th Ave. See that large factory warehouse in front of us, address 14000. It is an Amazon warehouse. Now, let me see if I can position the vehicle over this way so you guys can see the whole warehouse. There you go. That's the whole warehouse. Now, I would hope that that warehouse employs locals. It should be an incentive for hiring locals. You understand? I'm gonna make this right here on Douglas Road. There should be an incentive, you know, because you know they'll never be late. I mean, at least they shouldn't be. They work right up the block. You know what I mean? And it'll uplift the community. We got some debris on my left, debris on my right. Yeah. What's this right here on my right hand side? Looks like a power wheel. Yeah, it's a power wheel, guys. It's actually a power wheel slingshot. You see it right there? A Polaris slingshot. It's a power wheel. Somebody threw it out. That's a shame. Many people don't know that you can restore those. You can put an RC motor in it and wire up a LiPo battery, and you can have your kid flying. Seriously. Sheesh, that's actually worth something. No, that's a do-it-yourself project with your child. Y'all can pimp it out, hook it up. It'd be like a custom rat ride project. On 37th and Sabur Lane, we got some debris on my right, some sofas. I wonder if the trash companies take those around here. Then there's another sofa right here on my right. Those sofas are faded. So I don't know if they faded because they throw them out because they're old, or they faded because they've been sitting out there that long and the sun's been beating on them. I don't know. Oh my gosh. We're on Sabur Lane and Sherrar Ave. And I'm not saying gosh because we're on Sabur Lane and Sherrar Ave. I'm saying gosh because there's another little power wheel over here. I should have made a left there because that looked pretty cool. I think I am. I'm going to just take a look at this power wheel. You see this power wheel? Wow, you see it, another one, a little pickup. It looks like a little Ford. You see on my left? Oh, man. I would definitely, you know, if I had a garage to store stuff like that at, you know, even if you refurbish them, bring them back to life and put them back on the market for sale, you know, but if you there's RC motors that make RC cars go 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. $70 motor, $60 motor, $100 motor. You can buy different racing motors and you run a couple LiPo batteries to it, and if you give it the right gearing, you can make those things go so fast that the tires that Fisher Price and those Power Wheel companies sell with them can't handle the speed. But you know, of course, it's all about experimentation. It's a fun hobby when you get into it. These are like apartments again, on my left and on my right. Apartments. We got some young gentlemen on my right. You see it with the red shirts? They're with that party van. This is Aladdin Street, Aladdin and Sherrar Way. What it looks like is they're about to set up like a moon bounce, like a little sky bounce, moon bounce. They're probably gonna, I guess they're hired by the clients. The clients might be having a birthday party or something today, and those guys were actually preparing a moon bounce. CRV next to a pop-up trailer. That's the ideal setup. That's the setup that I was going to go with originally. We're on Beater and Sherrar Ave. The driveways right here are nice bricks. See it? Nice bricks. Look at these birds. These are pigeons, huh? Are these their pigeons? Their pigeons look nice compared to our pigeons. Our pigeons look busted. So our pigeons look husky, but those look like some nice looking little birds. They're like light gray and they're so tiny. That was cool. I've been seeing a nice wide variety of birds too, guys, like just animals in general since I've been in Florida. And I'm sure people who live here, they're over it. Like, oh wow, lizards, wow, what's this dude over there doing, trying to pick up, you know what I mean, chasing animals. But I think it's cool. I guess, you know, the simplest things in life people take for granted. You know, they say the simplest things in life are free, right? But I don't know. We ain't got that where I'm from. So seeing an iguana on the side of the road is like, what? Like, I should go save it. I should pick it up. But I gotta snap into reality and say this is their natural habitat. They're from, you know, this type of environment, and they can thrive in this environment. We're on Baghdad and Sherrar. I think I started a story earlier that I ain't finished, but I remember on the news a couple years ago that there was, this is Opa-Locka United Methodist Church on my right hand side, that there was, wow, look at this little house. It looks so like Caribbean, like that there was a, look at it, right? You see it? You see all the stucco, you see the different shapes, the different sizes. They even got some outdoor, like Puerto Rico steps that go up, wow, like with like bricks and everything.
It goes around.
Oh, it goes around the crib. Wow, that's crazy. Like I was saying, there was a news segment where Florida, I don't know if it was Opa-Locka or if it was another part of Florida, was having an issue with iguanas being pests. There was an overabundance of iguanas. And I think one time it was like it got too cold here, and people was waking up and there was iguanas frozen everywhere, just landing on the ground. Anyway, I think there was an approval saying that if you see an iguana, that you can like get rid of it because they're like a pest. Like, for example, animals are considered pests. Like, I was trying to learn a little bit more because I grew up raising animals and iguanas and lizards and geckos and all types of stuff growing up, right? But caged. I got them from Petco. I got them from Monster Pets or whatever pet shop that I live by. We're on Barack Obama Ave and Sherrar Ave, but below Barack Obama says Perviz. And we would have to pay for them. Like, if I wanted an animal, I had to pay for it. If I wanted an iguana, I had to pay for it. Over here, it's free. But I started, you know, real quickly, briefly, 2 weeks ago, I started Googling, like, you know, animals in Florida and all that, and it was said pests, that they're kind of like pests. especially I guess in overabundance when they start walking through your house. And in Philly, we're on Sherrard Ave and Banu Street. In Philly, imagine the worst thing that we can have as a pest is what? A rat? I mean, some people might have roaches, which is not cool. I guess roaches come all over the world. Like, it's not just segregated to Philly or to Florida. People got roaches all over the world. But the worst thing that we can get is like a rat, right? Over here, they get lizards in their houses. They probably get iguanas. They get snakes. They get. There was a dude that was on the news the other day that he was from Philly, that he put an alligator in his trash can. That he caught an alligator. I don't know. I think it was like a teenage alligator, a teenage mutant ninja alligator. Oh, I got a car behind me. My bad, y'all. And I'm like cruising here. Let me make this right on Bahan Ave. Look, there's a boat right there on my left-hand side. See it covered up. So this dude was from Philly. I guess he moved to Florida. He's been living in Florida for some time, but the news article literally says Philadelphia native catches alligator with a trash can. And then you can probably Google the video, comes up on YouTube. But that goes to show you, we got Sherbandi Park on my right-hand side. There's some people out there. Should I make a right? Yeah, let me make a right. Oh, Sherbandi Park. That's just Bahaman Ave. It's gonna take us right in front of City Hall. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's see the back of City Hall, whatever. There's some basketball courts here on my left-hand side. There's a bunch of young teens. Looks like over there, sitting on some picnic tables, but they might be staying out of the sun because they may have been playing baseball. Who knows? You know what I mean? They may have been playing baseball. They might just be chilling. There's a baseball field here. The reason why I said they might be playing baseball because there's a kid over there with a catcher's glove. We're on Banu Street. Sherbandi Villa Community Center. That's this building right here on my left. So City Hall is the opposite way, but it's cool. Let's go straight another block and then make a right on Jan Ave. So yeah, you know, I know one of the first times that I seen a roadrunner ever in my life was thanks to Leisure. Leisure has sent me a photo of a roadrunner, and I mean, I've always watched the Coyote and Roadrunner cartoons growing up and all that stuff. Look at that little Toyota on my right with some rims, chilling. And look at this little, what's this? Malibu on my left, a classic Malibu. I believe so. And I've always, you know, watched Tiny Toons and Looney Tunes and all those cartoons, and I remember the Roadrunner. I never knew the Roadrunner was actually a bird that was super fast, that could run fast. She sent me that photo, and it looked like the little cutest bird. Like, and then I did a quick Google after, and I learned, I believe they run anywhere from like 20 to 35 miles an hour. And it's this nice little teeny weeny bird. And if you watch the cartoon, when the coyote's trying to catch the Roadrunner, he can never catch the Roadrunner because the Roadrunner's fast. And to her, that's probably common. It's common. You see it on the regular. To me, it's like, yo, I'm gonna try to catch the Roadrunner. I'm gonna turn into the coyote and try to cage him. But no, like a lot of the times, especially at this age of my life, I realized that animals are meant to be free. So if I would catch a Roadrunner, if I would get lucky, yeah, right, like if I could run 30 miles an hour. But if I would get lucky enough to catch any type of animal, I'll pet it for a little bit, say what's up to it. You know, I'll take a photo with it maybe. That's it, and then I'll set it free. You know, because inside a little cage is not fun. There's a nice classic car over there inside that yard. I would bust a U-turn and show y'all, but it's a real well fenced in property. It looks like a 1960s car. All right, we're on Jan Ave. We're approaching Sinbad Ave. It reminds me of like Puerto Rico.
It does.
It reminds me of like a Puerto Rico neighborhood. Let's keep on going straight instead of making a right down Sinbad. We've been staying within that little segment. This neighborhood's actually pretty big. We haven't even covered all of it. I would say we covered. All right, so first things first. the Amazon Mega Warehouse is located on the northwestern portion of the map, and they take up a huge quadrant of the map. Then there's a little business, industrial district. That takes up a good little quadrant in the bottom lower half, so the southwestern part of the map. Majority of the neighborhood itself that we're in is on the northeastern part of the map, or central north. And then you got the southeastern part of the map, which is where some more of the blocks are at. But most of it is in the northeastern part of the Opa-Locka map, if you look at the Opa-Locka map. Now this is Opa-Locka. Above us, it looks like there's Opa-Locka North, which is crazy, right? Because we literally just discovered Opa-Locka. Now we learned there's an Opa-Locka North. And a little bit above that, there's Miami Gardens. So as always, guys, there's no way that we're going to be able to cover every square inch of the neighborhood, but what I like to do is I try to plant the seed to provoke your thoughts, to want to learn more about an area. You know, you can always watch other YouTubers' videos about an area that I cover. Look at this house right here. Look at their little display right there. That looks like straight up Puerto Ricans built it. Like with all the cement and with the pokey thing up top and everything. The reason why I said it is because that's something that Puerto Ricans would do in Philly. I swear they would build something just like that in Philly. There's a crib right by, it's on Clearfield, right next to Hartville. Not, what's next to Hartville? Is it D? Let me see, D, C Street, C, it might be right before C. It's on Clearfield. Right behind Elkin School, there's a house that like they built something just like that. And it's a row home, mind you guys. We're talking about a row home in North Philly. We're on Jan Ave and Ahmad Street. You got the trash cans, read Miami-Dade. Delivering excellence every day. So that palm tree has stuff growing from it. That looks very similar to what the guy threw out over there. So I wonder, maybe it might emit an object that humans can't use, maybe? Because if it was coconuts, why would he be throwing them away? You know what I mean? Let me make this right here and turn. If we go left, if you see how we just made a right? We just made a right, but if we would have went left, right now we are currently on Calendar Street, spelled with a K. Instead of Calandder, it's Kalandder. If we would have went behind us on Calendar Street, 1, 2, 3 blocks behind us, that's the borderline of the neighborhood. That's outlined via Google. We're on Calendar and Sherrar Ave. I'm going to allow this vehicle to go by. It looks like it's starting to drizzle too. So the rain over here, it'd be so abrupt. Like, it'll be completely sunny, and then it'll be like, whoosh, and it'll start pouring, and then it just stops and pump fakes you. Yep. It's crazy. Around the corner, you got Jackson Soul Food. We're on Dunad and Calendar Street. I think I'm gonna make this left on Dunad Ave. If we go straight, we'll be around some familiar blocks. There's a Family Dollar going straight and all of that. We'll hit Alibaba Ave. I'm gonna turn on the wiper because we got some sprinklets. And that's how I'm gonna tell if it's gonna continue raining, because I just wiped them. If we get new sprinklets, then it's probably gonna get a little passing cloud. Another Power Wheel is a Chevy Avalanche Power Wheel. I just found 3 Power Wheels in the neighborhood, yo. Maybe the batteries died or something happened, or the teeth of the gearing stripped, and the mother or father didn't know how to fix it for their child, so they just disposed of it. We're on 27th and Dunad. But those things are so expensive. Oh, dirt bikes! Bike life! Ring, ding, 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 ding. We see some Opa-Locka bike life. That's what I'm talking about, baby. From Philly to Opa-Locka. That's decent. They had masks on though, bro. It's hot. I'm sorry, brothers. It's hot out here, man. But I guess when you ride it, you feel cool because you get the wind in your face. Because I did that with my supermoto in Philly. I ride with like a nice thin mask, but it can't be a thick mask. It gotta be a thin mask. Alright, let's make this left on Opa-Locka. We got Family Dollar. I mean, not Opa-Locka, I'm sorry. Alibaba. Man, where those dirt bikes go? They completely disappeared in the thin air. They kept going straight, right? Alibaba Ave is also known as Veterans Way. We got two gentlemen on my right, one crossing the street, and one looks like he's going into that quickie mart. It's actually a liquor store. They play
Arabian liquor.
They play lottery there, so we can't make a left here, which sucks. You said Arabian liquor?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Arabian liquor store?
Yes.
Wow. Sucks. We can't make a left. I don't want to make a U-turn here because I got cars behind me. I can't make a left here either. Sheesh, they really don't want you to make a left here. Next block I can make a left. Oh, and then I can bust a U-turn. There's a sign that allows U-turns. We're passing a West Star gas station and a lunch spot on my right, and no St. Annie Mini Mart and multi-services. We got Group Auto Brokers LLC on my right. See, there's a sign right here. We got Quick Stop Tires 3 on my right hand side. Make this U-turn. There's a laundromat right here on my right hand side, and Northwest Quality Meats. This is like a meat distributor. Going over the train tracks. Let's make this right on Alibaba Way. Gentleman that ran across the street was waiting at the bus stop. Auto parts store on my right. And this looks to be like another little industrial business area. A lot of garages. We got City of Opa-Locka Police Department on my left. Wow. Okay, this is the police department, y'all. There's probably a cop car right there on my left, that SUV. Wow, it looks completely empty. Yeah, it is a cop car. It's Opa-Locka, Florida. The police. Okay. So that looks to be it, because all of this on my left is industrial. So Opa-Locka has a lot of industrial. Now, remember earlier I mentioned Opa-Locka North? Who knows if that's more of a dense neighborhood? However, I try not to, when I do tours, I try not to do places that are like right next to each other. I try to bounce around, and since, you know, like I said in many other videos, if you don't know, now you know. A lot of these cities, like Miami and other places, they're too large to completely tour the whole neighborhood in one day or 1 hour. You ain't got enough time, gas, energy in the world to knock that all out in one day. These are big cities here, and although they may look small, they're big. There's a lot going on. So rather than going to Opa-Locka North, which is another neighborhood above this, I'm just gonna hit a whole separate neighborhood. We'll probably hit Liberty City, you know, or maybe Little Haiti, and then from there, you know, we'll just try to, you know, cover some other areas. We already went through Miami Beach, did a Miami Beach walk. If you haven't checked out the Miami Beach walk, check it out. I stood quiet for that one. I wanted it to be called The Sounds of Miami, so you guys can, you know, hear what Miami sounds like rather than hear my voice. Let me know what are your thoughts on that. If you think maybe once a week, I don't know, I should drop a silent one. I don't know. But with that being said, we just reached our 1 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to the channel, I try to keep these tours at 1 hour long for viewer retention and file management purposes. Appreciate you guys for watching. This is your homeboy Tune, Mr. Tune Dollars, Tune 215. Y'all know, Tune be chilling, and right now Tune is chilling behind an Opa-Locka, Florida police officer. I'm tuning up.